Hi guys, and today we are going to be talking about what political party would give you guys the most amount of money. With so much information out there from the internet, social media, and news stations, it can be very difficult to decide what party would give you the best return for your vote. And by return, I mean money, okay? What party would get you the most amount of money depending on your own personal situation? Well, today I'm going to be breaking down what party you guys should be voting for depending on your own personal financial situation. So, today we are going to be talking about four main topics: taxes, healthcare, government support, and COVID 19 stimulus. So, before we start, let's go over a brief summary of the main standing points of both parties. The Democratic Party favors the lower class, and they help the lower class through government programs and passing more labor policies to protect the workers. They do this mainly by increasing taxes for the rich, right? Mainly for people making over $250,000. The Republican Party, on the other hand, tend to favor the upper class, mainly the business owners. They do this by mainly relaxing government policies and giving more tax cuts to large corporations. I believe that if you guys are struggling with money, whether you guys make $50,000 a year or $250,000 a year, both sides can be struggling with money. If you guys are struggling with money, then you guys should be voting for the party that is in your best interest to make more money. Ideologies and beliefs should be put aside until you can take care of yourself and your family. Okay? If you guys are having a tough time providing for you and your family, then make sure that you guys vote for the party that gives you the most money. But if you guys are very comfortable where you are and you guys are saving a lot of money and you guys are making a lot of money, then pick whatever party that you like. But until then, go with the general trend and pick for the party that makes you the most money. So before I continue, please click the like button because that would help me out so very much. So, got it? Cool. Thank you. Let's continue. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be talking about is taxes. And this is for individual taxes, and not business tax, not corporate tax, just individual taxes. So there's a lot of misconceptions in terms of taxes and political parties. People think that the Republicans will lower taxes and the Democrats will raise taxes. And while that is true, that is not such a big deal for the individual taxpayers. The reason is because the United States has a marginal tax bracket. So to help you guys understand that, let's look at this chart. And this chart is the federal income tax bracket for 2019. And the filing deadline is July 15th, 2020. So that thing's coming up. Okay, so when we look at this, let's say that you're single and you make over $100,000. Your first $9,700 is taxed at 10%. From $9,701 to $39,475, you are taxed at 12%. Anything from $39,400 to $84,000 gets taxed at 22%. Anything from $84,000 to $160,000 is taxed at 24%. So if you make $100,000, not everything is taxed at 24%. It is a stepwise fashion. You do not get taxed all $100,000 at 24%. So now let's compare the federal income tax bracket between a Democratic presidency and a Republican presidency. 2019 is when Trump was president. 2014 was when Obama was president. You guys can see that in 2014 it went from 10% to 15% to 25 to 28, as opposed to 10, 12, 22, and 24. So realistically, the difference between the tax brackets is around 1 to 3%, okay? It fluctuates every year, but it's around 3%. Now, keep in mind that this is for individual taxpayers. If you guys are filing corporate taxes, it's a whole different ball game. These things would not apply. But in terms of individual taxpayers, the difference between a Democratic presidency and a Republican presidency is around 3%. Now, moving on, let's talk about healthcare. If you are married and you have children and you make less than $60,000 a year, it is best that you guys are a Democrat, okay? Monetary wise, okay? Money wise, it is best if you guys vote for a Democratic Party. If you make over $60,000 a year, it is better for you to be a Republican. Okay? Now, let's see why. So this chart shows the eligibility for people to get medi-cal. Since I'm in California, it's called medi-cal. If you guys are in different states Every state has their own federal poverty limits, federal poverty line. Okay, and you guys should look in your own states. As for the state of California, this chart represents the income limit for people qualifying for medi-cal. So let's say that a couple is married and they make $60,000 a year. As an adult making $60,000 a year, they would not be qualified to get medi-cal. But if they have like 2 kids, they still wouldn't be able to qualify for medi-cal. But so you guys look at here, medi-cal for kids for 0 to 18. Okay, the kids can get medi-cal. And that limit is $69,000 a year. So if they make $60,000 a year, their kids can get medi-cal. They would still need their own health insurance, but the kids' medi-cal would be taken care of. If you guys have 2 kids and are making less than $60,000 a year, then you guys should probably vote for the Democratic Party in terms of healthcare. The healthcare system would help you guys a lot in terms of saving money for your kids' healthcare. On the other hand, if you guys have 2 kids and you guys are making over $70,000 a year, you guys should probably be voting for the Republican Party. It'll save you guys a lot of money, especially if you guys don't want to pay for healthcare. Healthcare can be so expensive if you are healthy because you don't really need it. So vote for a Republican and save money on it. Alright, so moving on. The next thing that we're going to be talking about is government programs, okay? If you guys are relying on government programs, please vote for the Democratic Party, okay? There is nothing worse than a hypocrite. If you guys are receiving welfare, food stamps, housing, anything related to the government, make sure that you guys vote for the Democratic Party because the Democratic parties are the ones that support those programs. If those programs account for more than 20% of your income, you guys better make sure that you guys vote for the Democratic Party because if it goes Republican for a long period of time, you can bet your bottom dollars that it would get reduced or it might even get canceled and you would lose a big chunk of your money. So if you guys have government support in any form, in any form, make sure that you guys vote for the Democratic Party. If you guys are not on welfare or on food stamps, then you guys should probably be voting for a Republican because those programs are coming out of your tax dollars. However, there is one more thing that I would like to bring to your attention, and that is Social Security benefits. I don't know if you guys know this, but Social Security is probably gonna run out pretty soon. Pretty soon. So if you guys are on the brink of retirement, consider these facts. So in an article from Investopedia, it says that the Social Security Administration estimates that in its 2020 annual report that all the money in the Social Security and bank account will be exhausted in 2035, when it will have only about 79% of what it should pay out that year. And considering what's happening now with COVID-19, it could run out even faster. So if you are relying on Social Security benefits for your retirement, I hope you guys have a plan B because it is about to run out in 15 years. If you guys are in your 80s or 90s, then it probably won't even matter. But if you guys are in your 50s, okay, that's going to be a very, very big problem for you guys. And based on political party views, the Democrats are more likely to help keep the Social Security benefits lasting longer. Republicans are more likely to cut Social Security benefits faster. Now, no matter what party gets elected, Social Security benefits is definitely going to run out. If not 2035, then 2037, 2039. But it is definitely going to run out. I will not be able to see Social Security benefits when I retire. So if you guys are about to retire, please keep those things in mind. And finally, let's talk about COVID-19 and the stimulus plan for America. So based on political views, the Democrats are more likely to pass a bill to give more money out to the people. They want to give out as much money as possible to people who need it. The Republicans are more cautious, and they don't just want to give out money to anyone who wants it. However, they are more focused on businesses reopening and being able to survive. So they're more likely to give aid to small, medium, and large-sized businesses. So now the question is, what situation are you in? Are you unemployed and are you relying on that $600 a week to get you through the month? If you need that stimulus check, if you need that unemployment benefits, then you guys should definitely be voting for the Democratic Party. But if you guys are a business owner and you guys are not short on money, but you guys are a little tight, then you guys should probably consider voting for the Republican Party because they will probably give more stimulus and more money to small businesses and business owners. In general, the income split between the Democrats and the Republicans is around $50,000. It is around this income level that the benefits between being a Republican and being a Democrat really starts to blur. So it is around this point that you guys can really freely choose who you want to support. But if you guys are short on money and your income is way above or way below this amount, then you guys should be sticking to the general trend and voting for your party. But if you guys are not short on money and you guys are very comfortable, then pick whatever party you like the best. Alright guys, well that's all that I have you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys like the content, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. These things take me so long to make. Alright, so until next time. Bye.